Hello, my name is Count Levenstein and I'm going to do a very quick video demonstrating how side compression works. It's a technique that's used a lot in electronic music and modern productions in general, to do volume envelope shaping on mixes. It actually started off used for ducking, so for example maybe a sports game commentary or an advert with music behind a voiceover. The voice would trigger the compressor to lower the volume of all the background noise or music so the voice could be more clearly heard. Anyway, to get straight into it, first I need to create a track which I will call side comp, and I'm going to go into the insert point and put a compressor in it. Now I'm using Reaper to do this, but it really doesn't matter whether it's a studio, outboard, Reaper, Pro Tools, whatever. The theory is exactly the same, the routing is exactly the same. So the first important thing to do, I need to set the detector input to auxiliary. Now an outboard compressor like Behringer, this will sometimes be called key listen, but it amounts to the same thing. It's an extra channel that can be used as a detector. The reasons why you would do that will become obvious shortly. Now, I believe yeah, so this is a Behringer tube compressor, and on the back of it you have these extra sends and returns here. Yeah, sidechain send, sidechain return. So you would use patch wires to do this. And the old outboard days, the controls and the compressor are exactly the same as they are in this digital one that I'm using. So it really it's a technique that can be applied if you know the theory. It doesn't matter what setup you're doing it on, it works the same way. So, right, so we spoke about how the auxiliary input needs to be the detector. I also need 4 input output channels, 4 input output channels. So as you can see, the main input channels are switched on, 1 and 2 here. The auxiliaries are going to be triggered by 3 and 4, and we're outputting on channels 1 and 2 because that will give us our stereo pair, which will go to the main mix. So I'm going to make this compressor triggered by the drums here. So to do that, I'm going to take the drum channel, add a new send to channel 16 side comp. You can now see we have an output mix here, but we have no input detection. However, when I change the sends to channel 3 and 4, now we have the input detectors working. So let's really crush the life out of this, just to make it a good dramatic example. Now release times, going to load a wee calculator here. And here's a trick. If you take 60,000, that is the number of milliseconds in a minute. So you divide the number of milliseconds in a minute by the number of beats per minute in your track, and in this case it's 110. Then you get the number of milliseconds per beat. And if I keep dividing that number by 2, so we're in a quarter beat at the moment, 8th beat, 16th beat, 32nd beat. You keep dividing by 2 till the number becomes somewhere between 50 and 100. Then you've got a good tempo based release time for your compression. The attack time you can play around with depending how much you want it to pump. The more you open it up, the more transient it'll let through. So I'm going to really smash this so we get some good volume enveloping going on. Now, as you can hear, it's not actually compressing the kick drum, and the reason for that is because of the auxiliary input being used. Now, so these look reasonably good starting points. So what I have to do now, I'm going to volume envelope the whole rest of the track. So I'm going to take every other channel and I'm going to route every other channel through the side compressor on the main input, which is channels 1 and 2. If you're the kind of person who is not interested in really being an audio geek but just wants to do like cool stuff with the electronic music, you don't have to worry about why I'm doing this. As long as you follow the process, this is going to work. So now you can hear we're getting some pumping going on. So when I unmute this, you can hear how much extra life that's giving it. Really make it whoop whoop whoop. And then it is over again. So that essentially is all there is to that. It's a technique that you'll hear DJs and producers in electronic music using constantly, and obviously you would play around with this and finesse it and experiment with different kind of envelope shapes. You might want to take that release up to the 16th beat or whatever to make it more dramatic, but that's the essence of it. Now, just to talk about the song for a second, I will leave a link in the video description. The song was written by Kuato Hammer, Bruno Stachel, and a friend Susie Blue and I were producing a remix of it with their kind permission. So if you're into kind of cyberpunk synthwave style music, I would urge you to visit their channel, which, as I say, I will put a link to, because there really is some cracking good tunes on it. And just trying to think if there's any I've forgotten. Just very quick recap. So your detector inputs must be auxiliary. You must have those extra 2 channels enabled, and you must route the element that you want to trigger the side comp with through the auxiliary channels there, and the rest that you want to be crushed, you route through the main inputs 1 and 2, and that really is how you do that. It's a really cool trick, and like many strokes of genius, it's really quite simple. So we shall call it a day there.